All right, guys, we're bringing Pearagon and Chris Lotus in. I don't know what more needs to be said, but we'll see what needs to be said. Here's Pearagon. Here's Chris Lotus.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Oh,
I was
pretty
gonna
good.
say maybe it would be an inappropriate time to give my take on this on the girl.
Uh,
Um,
no, you know what?
so
Go
I could
for
do it
it.
after.
No, go for it
Well,
right
I
now.
just, I just, I think it's really interesting that I feel like our society teaches girls to like, they could do, they're powerful and they could do anything, but also at the same time, it's like if somebody hurts them one time, it's like that person has so much power over them until they recover from that. It just
Yeah,
kind of
what did
makes
we
them
just
feel like they
watch?
can't heal.
Send her to the mines straight away.
All right, send her to the mines.
I'm so glad we got your take.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for giving your take.
Sorry.
All right, guys, what are we doing
Um,
here? What's going on?
Yeah, thanks for having me in. I totally did not expect any of this. What a surprise.
What
Yeah,
a
W
Hi,
surprise.
Jerry.
donuts.
Hi, Wolfgang. Hi, Just School.
Hello.
Pearagon. It's nice to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Uh,
Well, yeah, I guess I'll start. Because I feel bad for the last two times because like I do care about my standing in this community. But like the extent I'm involved is kind of just to a hobby. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. After work and during work when I'm working from home.
It's fun to send peen.
No, just like I don't know, chatting and being involved. But
Oh, the Discord.
I mean,
okay.
because I do feel, you know, I, I guess I was more in a place of frustration just because I was at a point where I was like spent both times I joined the call and not really like emotionally equipped. That's not really just an excuse. I just feel bad because like it was really awkward and, but I'm good at suppressing memories, so I just will never remember that. But yeah, like I guess like starting off, like of course I feel like I do feel guilty, and do know that what I did was a mistake. Like that was, um, in the best case, it was like it was a bold thing to do, but I don't want to discount the fact that it could have brought harm to Zoe and it could have hurt her. So to Zoe, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And like it's the sort of thing I'm not expecting to do again. It's not something I do very often. And it's something that I guess it's something that in the moment I regret that I took lightly.
Is this the
Especially
first
when
time you've said sorry to her? Just curious.
no, I mean I remember I guess I said sorry to her in our DMs once, but like that was after she leaked everything and I was kind of pissed. So I I guess there just hasn't been an opportunity for like I don't know, it's kind of hard to give an apology to somebody that you kind of have like venom for in your mouth.
Yeah.
But now that distance and time from everything, it's something that I do genuinely regret.
Okay.
But it's I don't know. I just feel bad for not properly doing that earlier with the other two calls because those really got away from me. But it's I like what was in my head in that time was just like juggling everything in my IRL along with all the like the deluge of information that a drama has. And I was really disappointed because like that was the week of my drama and I pretty much had to ignore it because just the level of involvement and the demand was too much. So it's just really easy just to keep you guys on my phone. But I did really want to participate, so I'm sorry about that. Let's see. It's I guess it's just I'm in a weird position because I do understand that this could have been a grave situation, but it's also just difficult for me to put my heart in it fully, knowing that like her intention the entire time, after she leaked it, was literally just to fuck me over, and it's kind of a pattern that she's exhibited with all sorts of people. And I just really wanted to deny at that time that she could have been hurt. I mean, it's I guess it's more just like looking at the actions by themselves versus how how I felt everything in the moment, knowing everything was going on. Because it's like I do care about my standing here. I don't want to be seen as like a weirdo. Although I mean that's something I also don't super care to control. I mean it'd be nice, but you know
Wait, do you care or not?
I do care, but like at the same time, like I know I'm kind of an eccentric individual, so
Right. Can I ask
Hey.
you a question,
Go ahead.
Pearagon? So like when you started to realize how vindictive Blondie really was, and is that why you're now talking about like how much you care about your perception in the community because you realized you were dealing with someone who was actually pretty vindictive the whole time, and you
No, I
realized
just
that she
feel-
would go on to make you look worse? And were you afraid
No,
of
I
that?
feel I feel bad. I feel bad now, like post my prior 2 calls. Just because, like,
Hello?
yeah, in hindsight,
Is this
like
working?
it was, I don't know, I was just really frustrated, and I
Okay,
was
I got
acting
the
like a
NVIDIA
dick.
thing working now.
Wasn't really in the position. I guess it's like a personal weakness because I wasn't really in the position to like take emotional feedback and criticism and actually process it, especially because I had a lot of contempt for that person. But you know, now that I have like the emotional space and I'm not, you know, I'm fully rested and ready to socialize, I guess. It's something that I started caring about now that I have, I guess, space from it.
Okay, so now you feel like, all right, you feel like because you were so exhausted with all of your personal obligations, you couldn't effectively defend yourself before, and you think you can now?
Well, I don't want to say I couldn't defend myself because I mean I own my actions. Is what I did. I guess it's just more of an explanation.
Okay.
That it's because I don't know. I do. That was just it was just such a bad performance. I remember, just like towards the end, just really wanting to go to bed. But you know that is all right. That's it happened. Let's see where do we take from here? Let me see what I have written down. Oh yeah, okay, so just I this is one thing I really regret for not being able to participate in that week of, because it's just like since the beginning she has had so many opportunities to like stack the narrative against me. And that's kind of, I guess, a pattern with other people. Like I didn't know about so much of the other drama going on with like other people, with Wolfgang and with I don't know, Baby Peach and Baby Brat and whatever, and people
Wait,
being
what Wolfgang
bullied
drama?
and so that was wild. I had a feeling.
Drama.
What was the
Sorry,
other dramas
nothing.
that you're talking about? With
Well, like
Wolfgang
I just
and Baby
remember
Peach?
listen talk what you guys
It's
were talking
Wolfgang
about
and
last night.
Lev.
There is
Yeah,
no
It's
warm
Wolfgang
And then, like,
and
bodies
Lev,
leaking.
That's the drama.
Because it's with somebody with such a pattern of just like turning and flipping on individuals. It's like like it really threw me that like our interaction was so harmful with her, or sorry, was so harmful to her, especially because like in the moment, like I mean, if it's so comfortable to share it with like her friend, and like I'm pretty sure her friends are the ones that gave her the idea to flip and leak everything and make it like a big deal. So it kind of just seems like really disingenuous. Like it seems like a pretty textbook. What's the word I'm looking for? Just I don't want to
Modus
say like a Me Too
operandus.
thing.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
she just has her MO that she sticks to.
Yeah,
It
and
seems like she
and
wants
so it's like
to
with
share this
what
with her
happened
friends,
that
right?
is being painted me to look bad. It's like, well, I mean, there was so much. There was just so much of the record that, like, I guess it's just like too much effort to correct. But, like so much of that record was set in with malice. And like now that it's come out that like they've really conspired to fuck over other people, like I just have a lot of contempt for this person.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's just hard to it's hard to agree with anything.
I thought you were
she-
just sorry.
Huh?
I thought you said you were sorry.
Well, like I am sorry for the if I had
It's-
really like with the
I think
I
that's what
don't
makes
want to
it so
ignore
hard
the
for him to
possibility
like
that like I
explain
did
this,
hurt her,
right?
right? But there's just so much like it's with all the I don't know, like this is the sort of stuff I guess I was gonna lean on Crispy for because like I'm not super involved in what the drama that's
Okay.
happened the past
Chris,
couple
let
weeks.
us help him out, okay?
Yeah. So he's in like a pretty hard space where obviously if he tries to like defend himself based off her character, it's going to make all of his actual feelings of wanting to apologize for the way he's acted not look like it counted for anything. But the fact of the matter is that we don't need to like imagine what Blondie is thinking. We can simply look at her logs and see that she is like very vindictive. She's super happy to like brag about she's super happy to like brag like, oh, I just got like another guy kicked out, as opposed to like actually dealing with the problem that someone was sexually weird to her in chat. She was so happy to like pretend like that was an okay thing just so she could use it again later to get like some laughs with her friends, and then also like use it in chat to like try to get social clout from her simps. Which is like really fucked up. If you see something bad happening, you should probably like try to stop it as opposed to try to getting like some sort of advantage out of it. Pearagon can't just like do that riff because he's literally the guy he's already like on the block, right? But
Wait, hold on.
I think this like lines up pretty clearly with what Justical said on the stream yesterday, and it makes Blondie look like a bad person. We're not saying that Pearagon is like a good person for what he's done, but at least he has like some level of accountability for what he's done.
Wait,
whereas
let me get this straight. This is the reason you are here is to be able to Blondie or Zoe, whatever.
Oh hell yeah, brother!
That is the whole reason you are here, not to like rehash anything to do with Pearagon's accountability or Pearagon's responsibility for the actions they've done. It's simply to go at Zoe.
I think me being here definitely gives him a bit more like social support, which makes it easier for him to like own up to the things he's done wrong. Last time he was here, he was so terrified; it was like very hard for him to coordinate. He felt so under pressure last time he was
he
here.
terrified?
This is what I'm saying. All he could do was like try to defend himself, and there's just like a thing where like even if you want to own up to something, you feel like you're under too much pressure to do it, right? So hopefully I can just like take some of that pressure off.
Well, I mean, okay. I wouldn't say I was really terrified. It was a conversation that I guess was difficult to like fully comprehend, especially with all the background information that I missed on like what people were thinking, what was the narrative. Because like to me, it's still my memory was that we still had like a pretty nice time flirting with each other. I mean, it's hard to say that like in hindsight with the fact that like it was reciprocated, plus the fact that like with like as soon as our friends had a problem with me, they conspired and kind of flipped when they leaked the DMs. It's kind of like what I guess for me it's like the level of trust for somebody that has all the reason to say, negative things and to slander or I don't know, you know what I mean. It just like I feel like I'm just surprised that so many people, I guess, believe her account. I mean, I by itself, like I know I did something.
Okay, let's start here because we're cooking up a yapperoni and cheese a bit here. What is her account that people are believing?
Well, I mean, do I have to rehash the whole thing? I mean,
you just give a quick little thing.
I mean, it's the whole thing that it was a thing that like purely weirded her out. That was purely negative, and it was completely unwanted and was just I don't know, something that really negatively affected her, which like that. I want to respect that possibility, but just seeing the involvement with other people, and her friends, that like considering that by the time she told her friends, like it
hold
was.
on. Let's just start with what you put out there. That it was a totally negative thing. It was totally unwanted. Now, I might be wrong. I only entered a fucking chat once where there was a dispute going on with the brother J-Stock in tow. But it seemed like the consensus was, it was a little weird that you sent an unsolicited dick pic, but it really wasn't that deep of a situation. And then after probably the last conversation, it seems like a lot of people thought that you were like mentally ill. There was something really weird going on. And after the last conversation, it got like way worse. But prior to that, it was just
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay,
me.
this guy didn't really understand social cues, maybe a little bit autistic, sent a dick pic a little bit early, a little bit weird, nothing too crazy. Right? That's what it seemed like most people's interpretation was. So this idea that she like was able to convince like the vast majority of people that it was always wrong, you were just like the shitty person. Maybe that happened like prior to any of my involvement, but like
Oh yeah, it was. I don't know when you became involved, but like
after our first conversation, it seemed like the consensus was that you were some autistic guy who didn't really know what he was doing, and it wasn't that deep. You weren't some like crazy sex pecs that needed to be put a stop to or anything like that. You were just a bit autistic.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt in the sense that like if there was actual harm caused, like I want to own up to it. It's
Well, I'm just combating the claim that everybody bought that narrative. That
well, I mean,
you
look,
were-
I was as soon as it was leaked, like I was banned from the server, and I was, for the next 5 days, I got a deluge of pings, so I just like I had to turn off Discord because it was just bothering me in my meetings all the time.
It's a reminder that Chris Lettuce is actually supposed to be helping
Well, no, because
Pearagon.
I brought up Chris because he has, I don't know, he has more knowledge of like what because he's actually been able to participate and talk with others and find out what they think, and it's just there's a lot of
This is why
context
I think that
I'm
you
not
might
aware
be
of.
retarded because you think that Chris Lettuce knows anything.
Well,
I mean, Cherry, do you even know why you banned me from your chat? I rest my case.
There's no way that you're here to talk about that. There's no fucking. We're not in my chat, motherfucker.
Chan.
Yeah, how can you accuse me of like knowledge-based claims? Come on, man.
and it's more so just like he is friends with the same people that I know, and I don't know like what people have been saying and what people have been talking about for like the last 2 weeks.
Okay, then why the fuck are you in here, bro?
Well, because I wanted to have a more amicable resolution of things. Because it's like I digested my W a long time ago, but I don't want to be chased out of the community. I actually want to try to resolve things somewhat, amicably.
Okay, so if you want to resolve things somewhat amicably, then what you're probably going to need to do is give us a reason why. Well, JSOC is obviously responsible for whatever, but you're probably going to need to give the people, the brothers and sisters of the jury, which is the chat, okay? You're going to probably need to give them a reason to not view you as like a mentally unwell person who is like trying to like drama farm and simp for two women simultaneously and like mastermind his way through like trying to raise them both up.
I mean,
Well,
to
he
be
had
fair,
some
and
weird relationship with his ex.
To defend Pearagon, Zoe allowed him to think that he was a Riz master. she let him know that he was doing great.
And like there was a
Absolutely.
definite time where like I decided like I didn't find her behavior particularly attractive anymore. And I saw that how she was kind of flipping on other people that I liked and started I don't know, bullying them and other stuff. And that's when that was the moment. I think I can actually point to there's a specific message. It's because that's why I asked her. I was like, hey, you want a phone call? Because I was kind of like debating, like, is this something that is, is this something like worth pursuing? How much do I really know this person? But then it was like that day it was a Monday after one of the weekends. I think it was like the 19th of February. And I remember catching up the Discord, and I was just really it was kind of like I don't know, a really disappointed feeling, because it's like, oh, somebody I did thought was like kind of cool. It's actually kind of like just like a
Fucking bitch.
just like a raging
And
pick.
Yeah, and you know what she was doing? While he was going through these emotions of thinking like, oh, this relationship's kind of nice, but I don't know if it's like genuinely working out, but I'll try a bit harder to see if it works out. What she was doing was literally immediately sending all of these pictures to Amumu, which he said in chat. He leaked a chat. It's in his giant soy chat. The very second thing he says is, you guys are out here typing the most incel-like messages. Meanwhile, Zoe is immediately sending them all straight to me, and we're both laughing about it.
Okay, I don't think at this point I thought the conversation was.
She was
like this is, I'm just saying, like, this is the point where I decided, like, okay, like, this person is pretty malicious and doesn't really deserve the, I don't know, like, it doesn't really deserve like the level of pleasantness that I would like to give to my friends.
Okay, where's the smoke for Amumu? Did not break bro code? Did he not?
Well, I don't like him, so I don't know what you mean.
Okay, I'm Chris Bloodis. How do you feel about what Amumu did?
I just need him to put. Oh man, sorry.
What?
Sometimes I involuntarily.
Did you say speak in English?
I feel like Zoe should be in here to defend themselves. I feel like this is.
I just gave her
it's-
the ability to come in here, so
Alright.
she can join whenever she wants.
I can't make her. I can't wait to make her run again.
I guess what I'm having trouble
Zoe's
reconciling is like how at this point somebody that has like lied so much, how can you let them like go? How can you
Hold on.
I guess like
So just
give
real
them
quick,
honor?
I just need to hold on real quick.
Sorry.
I just need to make sure if Zoe wants an advocate, she can pick like a Mumu or Jacob if she wants an advocate in here for her side.
Your Honor,
Stasia has
the state
also
called
been
Zoe's to this stand. Go ahead.
Yeah. If a Mumu comes in, I need to see an
Welcome, Zoe.
ass shot of him so we can compare it to thighs.
Wait, did
I need some ass to thighs ratios here.
Ah,
Have you not
He's
seen?
asking for
Amumu's
another
thighs?
man's thigh pictures.
oh
Because
sure.
he's
Yeah.
unhinged.
I'm admiring. I'm just admiring. It's actually pretty normal.
Oh, shit.
excuse me.
Sister
It's
Zoe.
built like a
welcome.
dump truck.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. You sound good.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not very Discord savvy. 1 second.
What happened to Wolfgang?
Been a lot
Is
of
he
time.
okay? Because he was laughing and then he just seemed to disappear.
Okay,
I do not
I
know
guess
where he
my
went.
main question is he's talking about my character a lot and how like I'm a petty pick me, but he last stream said he was orchestrating that and that he was pinning us against each other
Yeah,
for
well,
fun.
that's like the whole thing. What I'm saying is like after that day, that's when I started playing games.
Okay, but if you're condemning that behavior, you don't really have a leg to stand on because you were really into
Yeah.
it.
Wait, but Zoe, would you finally admit at least that that is what you were doing as well?
I've never not
That
admitted that I was fucking with
At
Lab.
best,
Never not.
at best,
that.
you're the same.
I never not said I was fucking with Lab, but I didn't claim I was orchestrating some. I wasn't puppeteering people.
Like I didn't set out to puppeteer people. Like this was all very touch and go. Like I just realized one moment that I was like, oh hey, like I'm kind of talking to myself on this stream.
You know, last stream you literally said I had a fun time playing Little Puppeteer.
Yeah, I did. Because at that moment,
Okay, so did you or did you not feel like you were puppeteering people?
well, I mean, I wasn't puppeteering Lab. I was more.
Well, are you
Lab
saying
was
that now
relying
because
on.
your DMs came out and it's really embarrassing and you're just talking to yourself?
Wait, what?
Are you saying that you weren't? You said you were, but then the DMs came out and it shows that you're just talking to yourself with her. So I don't.
Well, okay. I mean, if you look at what was actually being talked on stream, which is why I set up those like the timestamps and everything, like there's a very obvious tacit agreement between us. Like it is. I don't know how she like. What did she just like think up of the same things I was telling her right before I sent it to her? Like I don't know.
I mean, she reads chat.
And we could just
Probably
ask her
not
too.
your-
Like I
probably
don't.
not
I mean,
your-
I don't know. She is blacklisted, but like these are the sort of things where it's like if you want to assume that what was going on with me and Lav was like purely one-sided, me being a fucking creep, like we could just ask her. Like
Okay, my whole point is that you're claiming I'm a mean girl, but you were saying terrible shit about me to Lav and terrible shit about Lav to me. So I don't think you have a
well, the
case.
things I was telling to you, I was lying about, and everything I was telling to
Okay, that
Lav,
makes it even worse because you're just disingenuous.
I mean, I don't have a problem lying to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Or sorry, I don't have a problem lying to somebody who doesn't deserve the truth. Like it, I don't know. I found your behavior to
So you,
other
you
people.
don't, but you have no problem sending them a picture of your penis. That's fine.
Well,
Counter.
I mean, remember all this. There was a distinct point. You know, I could point to it in our messages. That let me see.
The
I found
times
it
I was
yesterday.
fighting with Lav were way before that you sent your cock. I hadn't fought with her for weeks after that.
What do you wait? You
The time in which I was,
We're talking about the getting the skin in the game cock pick.
yeah.
I
mean
have to remember when was the first time
Weren't
you
those like
went.
a day apart? Or
That
sorry,
was
not a
the
day. Weren't
peak
those
of
like a
me
week
and
apart?
Lav fighting.
Let's see when I have to find our messages.
I thought those were like a week apart. But
Like we
wasn't
can
super
go over
far.
whatever timeline. I don't have any problem examining whatever piece because like this isn't. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this. I if I was doing anything malicious, like I don't remember. So like I'm pretty confident that we could go look at it, whatever, and it's gonna work out in my favor. So let's see. On the
Okay, wait, hold on. You said that you sent your dick pic to manipulate me. You said it was a tactical peen picture.
Well,
So
you guys, okay, that's I'm talking about all these order events in hindsight. Like at
okay.
each moment in time, right? I like I said, there's that discrete moment on that Monday where I was just like, okay, now things were more intentional. But this was this was 4 days after we started talking. Let me see where I have to find it.
Okay, I do have one question, and then I'm just gonna go and let you self-immolate.
Wait, why don't you stay for this? Let him talk it back and forth.
It's fun.
I'm not having fun because this has not been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, you are kind of winning right now, so it's going well for you.
Okay.
Yeah, just sit quietly,
my question is, Pearagon, your last message you sent to me was like, I have all the original logs and they're all going to come out anyway. And then
I thought they were already out.
Hold on, let me finish my sentence. And then it became clear because you don't know when I sent the question mark, you don't know when you sent the bulge, you don't know a number of things about our logs. It became clear that you don't have our original logs. So did you just mean that you have my nude saved?
Well, I mean, I don't have my peen pick because it's.
I know. Why did you tell me you have all of the original logs to exonerate yourself when they're not there?
I mean, I do have all the original logs. I just don't have those two messages because it has.
You don't know when I. No, you deleted a bunch of stuff. You deleted the message about a moo. You deleted the photos of your dick.
But you already have that. I mean, posted it again. I thought that everybody already had. Like, look, I thought that every message I sent was already out, besides my peen, because that'd be bad.
So when you said that you have all of the original messages that would exonerate you, did you just mean that you have my nude saved and you can prove that you have a nude photo of me?
Well, I mean, I do have that, but that is, I mean, that's just to. I mean, that's not for. Like that I mean that's illegal to send that to anybody, but it's just there in case I need to prove that, like, hey, I'm not lying about this thing.
But I had
because there's so many other messages.
Hey, let me say something. I had deleted that way prior from our logs before because you start being weird. It was way before any of this blew up. So if you have that saved, it's not to do with any of this.
Well, no, I mean, everything is coming out eventually. Like, this is the sort of like drama stuff that, like,
Is somebody gonna tell him to not say it's gonna come out eventually?
Chris Bledis, do something, please.
This is what that guy said yesterday. This is like, every message really private? These are the sort of things where like I'm not
he's talking more.
Hold on, I don't know
you guys are he's talking more.
I don't have.
Hold on.
Somebody help this man.
Pretty like
Okay. Hold on. All of you guys chill for 1 second. I just need to make an announcement, okay? I just need to make an announcement. Lav is temporarily unbanned to provide testimony to this court, okay? She's temporarily unbanned. If she wants to join, if she happens to be watching, she's temporarily unbanned.
I mean, I
can
message her.
Finally, somebody say
I don't know if she'll respond.
A storm approaches. The gates shake.
Okay, that was my only question. I just wanted to be known that he had my nudes saved to his phone prior to all of this.
He has them saved because you sent it to him. What?
I know. I'm just saying.
That like, I don't. The point you're trying to make makes no sense because it's like this. Like I've been through this sort of thing before. I know that
you can't say things like it'll come out.
Wait, let him talk. Let him talk.
Well, because all these everything on Discord, especially with this stuff, is like pseudo private. Like especially with how. Like, no, at that time, like, I think when I messaged her, she was already leaking stuff. So it's like, why would I think that anything between us would stay private forever? There's no reasonable guarantee of privacy. And it's, to me, at that point, it's just, I don't think I would talk to anybody on Discord without covering my ass. Like, I just have a script set up on my NAS that exports my logs, like, at a certain time. So it's like, it's pretty easy to cover my ass that way, but to assume that because I'm covering my ass that like, oh, I'm intentionally trying to get your nudes to like block with you, like
no, I'm just wondering why haven't you, when we were talking about the question mark and the whoa and all of that and how you were so uncertain when came after what, why didn't you provide that?
Well, yeah, because I remember I deleted the pic the same day I sent it, so I just don't have a copy of it. But I mean, I could see how like the maybe you want to like go back and change how things look to make the current look better, but it's just I don't know, you just have so much malicious intent with portraying things. It's like I don't see how any of your testimony is really valid, considering that you said
you puppeteered two women to fight with each other. You don't get to say that.
I didn't have malicious intent. I laughed at everything.
You said that up until she leaked the logs that show that you clearly have no influence over her. Yes.
Well, I don't need to. I don't have to have influence over her for her to like accept some advice or to accept what to say on stream. A lot of it was that
I would be influenced.
There was a lot of times when you were really close to edging out a W over Lav, and I wanted to coerce you away from that edge of winning. And like I don't know, my motives were to help Lav have some dignity through like a really I felt like that was a rough experience. I don't know how she could do it with just the level of vitriol. And
why do you want her to have dignity when she was posting my nudes next to her nudes to show that I have small tits? She doesn't even want herself to have dignity.
I had a problem with that. I told Lav to take down the pic.
Well, if she's acting with
I already said before why I helped Lav. Because she had she showed to me that she could change with the Zonia stuff, and that was all I needed to support her plot through this. And seeing that I was in a position to like affect the plot of the stream.
You know, she was still using the T slur in chat like all the time after that, right? She's not respectful of
I don't have that much time to like keep up in what everybody says in chat. Like,
I'm just saying, if like her like respecting someone's pronouns one time gains all the respect in the world, you're not paying attention.
I mean, I understand that Lav still does a lot of things that are not good. But that was, I don't know, like, are we just going to forever say that this person is irredeemable no matter what they do?
No, but we don't puppeteer people, as you said, to give them W's. We let it, two people hash it out on
like
that.
Being, what's the word I'm looking for? Being, not deduce.
Are you talking about me and Destiny messing with her?
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, that's different because it's a personal fight that her and I are already having, and he already has beef with her.
Well, no, you guys seem to like egg that on. You guys kind of started it. Lav was doing really good up until that point, and then she went off the rocker, which is unfortunate. I wish she could have walked away with a W, but I don't know. I can't control her just as much as I can't control you. But it seemed like you guys had a pretty guilt-free time while you tortured her on stream. While she's, I don't know. I don't even know why Destiny let her back in if he was gonna do this whole thing to kind of like chase her out.
I think he let her back in because she does sometimes show like fully redeemable traits. Like she fell in pretty deep with the Mr. Gill stuff, and then she pulled back.
God
the same
damn,
reason
bro,
that you're saying
lawyer?
you would.
Ain't no way.
This is well, it's the same reason that Pearagon said that he would back up Lav over Blondie. Why do I still get the feeling that Blondie would be perfectly happy? Well, I mean, I'm just going off like what Destiny did, right? So I'm not really like drawing any conclusions or higher thoughts myself.
Well, he's never been more triggered in this moment than when Crisp says Lav has redeemable traits.
Yeah.
Well, okay, why else would he do it?
Why else? Because exactly what he said, which is he finds
somebody that
is
in a way a role model to a lot of us would not have done.
He finds it entertaining for these people to like
let me cook.
Fucking. He finds it entertaining for these people to like cause fucking their life to explode when they're trying to just go about their day-to-day fucking shit. That he's not like engaging with them in an unhealthy fashion, he feels. And so he's just like letting them do their own fucking thing.
Can I call Doomer to the chat? You said I could get someone in here.
If you want Doomer as your advocate, we can do Doomer.
Let's do Doomer.
Look at DMs.
To be clear, I disagree with the idea of allowing Lav back into the community. I think Lav should be exiled.
Oh, this is temporary, by the way.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Oh no, I'm not talking about in this community. I was referring to Destiny's actions of.
He means civilization as a whole, Justical. That's what he means.
Yes, I think Lav should not have an internet presence. I think she has.
I would like my opinion on the record. I think Lav deals with the public like humiliation and the public judgment of a lot of the shit that she does. I don't think she needs to be banned on top of that. But that's just my opinion.
True. Okay. Do you think she provides like a decent amount of net worth back to the community with shits and giggles and nerds?
I don't know how to judge people on their worth or value, but I personally don't mind Lav. I think she has a lot of potential in life.
True. I guess we need to weigh up who she's really hurt and who she's really helped. Who has Lav really hurt? Has Lav ever really touched anyone in the way that Blondie does?
I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that it's seeing these two people do something to another person, even if it's Lav, right? I would like to think that like at some point, if we're gonna start treating her as a person again, we gotta start treating her as a person and like not so vehemently fuck with her. And so like that was, to me personally, that was all I needed to.
You were fucking with her. You were saying terrible shit about her.
I never lied. I didn't say anything to Lav. That was a lie.
But you were saying things about me that are about her that are bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at these DMs. Who posted these?
That are about her.
Okay,
but he was playing you.
That everybody in the community.
But he was saying things that are about her, that are insults about her, specific to her. It's not like he was just saying like, "Oh, she's."
Her messages. I mean, the stuff I said to you, I was just like kind of agreeing with you because.
No, you would message me at like 1 a.m. and be like, "You really got Lav tripping."
Yeah, I mean,
and then he would tell Lav that he was doing that, right? So once again, they were both playing you in a way that you think is like totally socially
you are
acceptable.
so out of the loop here. Lav never responded to him.
Well,
yeah, but he did. That doesn't mean he's not telling her about
messages. I mean, even the night. I think
the
last time I was on the call, the second call, she messaged me.
Do you need to see
to look out for me? I don't. If you want to put so much stake on like the whole thing with Lav, like she didn't need to respond to me. I didn't need her to. I even told her like, hey, like don't worry about trying to credit me on stream. Like I would just like to see her win, and I even explained why I'm helping her, like in our messages. So it's, I mean, Lav even was upset about when she saw what I sent to you, and I had to tell her like, yeah, Lav, like there's a reason why if we were friends, I wish I could have backed you up and defended you, but like what my place in this community does not depend on anybody else but me. And for me to put to put a, what's the word? But not a branch out. For me to like, is it the olive branch?
Sir, we are yapping. Okay, we are yapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you call my client vindictive?
Oh,
What? Because
Why did you call my client
Because she
vindictive?
is vindictive. The way that she acts.
How is that relevant to the sequence of events? That is not material
I mean,
character information,
she's trying to condemn my morals and my attitude, and
yeah, because you said
I have to say,
unsolicited dick pics and said you were a fucking James Bond sim double agent. Yes, obviously. What is
Duma,
her
could you please
potentially being
stick to the
vindictive
question
about
that you just asked? Why did we call her vindictive? Because she's openly vindictive in chat, and she tries to use these things in order to gain social clout later on.
We've got a guy going around sending peen to do harm. Direct quote. Okay,
going around sending peen
to
I
do
sent
harm
peen to one person that was reciprocating it before and definitely reciprocated it after. So that's what I'm saying. To go back in time and look at everything I did.
It was not
through the lens that she didn't like it is like she has every reason, every motive.
Has this been 2 weeks of talking about this now?
I know it has.
Absolutely.
I think it's 3 weeks.
Paragon.
And the matter is that no matter
what you were in the wrong.
You
said you were in the wrong and apologized, and now you're going back to do character.
But that's the thing is that I don't know what to trust about her because it seems that I didn't actually expect her to flip at all. I thought that things were okay, but just fizzling out, and that's why I sent the last message to see.
But I'm bad.
This is, huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, let Lav go ahead. Lav, what's your perspective on this? I would love to hear it.
My perspective is that Pearagon is very clearly autistic, and you guys are using him to moral fag to the audience.
Yes.
Lev, is he really autistic? Because who in here doesn't want to flirt with a beautiful millionaire married woman like yourself, right?
Also, I don't think he ever flirted with me. I don't remember him flirting with
me. Flanked on all sides.
I'm still having a good time. If you guys want to phrase it as me losing, I'm here for a good time. Like I said, I already digested my W.
I think this is really low-hanging fruit, and you guys should probably move on.
That's fucking right, and that's the problem with Blondie is that she wanted this to happen. She's super happy whenever she can pull some kind of guy.
No, you are not going to accuse my client. You are the one who wanted to fucking come on. You're fucking in Jay's upstairs. Oh no, I said
nobody donated for you to be.
Bring me back on. Let me fucking apologize. What are you talking about? It's nothing to do with my client. Fuck you.
My client.
I couldn't hear what you were saying. My ears don't reach that pitch of soy. I need you to repeat that.
You know what's crazy is that we're just a bunch of people who live in a bunch of people's computer.
Yeah.
And none of this really matters. Zoe's not traumatized by a penis photo. She's not. She's not traumatized by a penis photo. Pearagon is retarded, but pretty harmless. And then you guys just let him talk himself into becoming a villain. I don't know why you do it. Is the content so dry that you have to keep talking about this?
Wait, hold on. Now I'm going to go on the offense. Lav, if that's how you feel about it, why'd you leak all the fucking DMs?
Wait,
I don't think
what
Lav
DMs?
leaked anything.
Oh, our DMs between each other.
Yeah.
Because you're
if you think
weird.
he's an innocent autist that's being farmed for content.
Wait, oh sorry. I thought that he was talking. I think that Pearagon is weird.
Damn.
Great. Okay.
And I didn't want anyone to think that I was colluding with him against Zoe. I just don't. Yeah, this drama was nothing to me. I wanted to show that I wasn't involved.
You don't think that he was controlling you? Because that's
I don't think I was controlling her either. He thought he was the grand puppet master. He mentioned he made our relationship sound like we had talked at all, and we really just hadn't.
No, but when he messaged you, would you sometimes
a couple times
say
and
the
we
things
chatted
that
a
he
little bit
typed
in
to you?
VC, but I didn't need much more.
I'll be honest. A lot of people send me things that sometimes I'll say on stream.
Yeah.
He could have been one of them. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I don't have access to my old.
Okay, yeah. Well, it could have been a coincidence.
Oh, it's on my current one. I don't remember.
If this is the
it's
same,
possible.
unless you made
it's
a third
possible.
one.
I think Baby Peach also said that she was trying to. A lot of people are taking credit for my conversation. It's all very parasocial. They're like,
yeah.
Oh, I messaged this person something, and now we had it's very strange.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to assume we had any personal relationship.
No, it was all
I said
business.
that last time. I didn't expect the laugh to respond. I didn't. I had no other desire for messaging her.
That's cap, you're on.
It was
That's
like I said last time. It was all parasocial.
We got to call it out when it's
and I'm just
Yeah,
happy to have.
I'm sorry.
My place.
Do we have to review the DMs? You can't say you had no other goal than just listen.
Well, no, I mean, I tell
You had
Lav
another
why
goal, dude.
I'm messaging
Okay.
her.
Pearagon, why can't you just say you were horny and thought girls on the line were hot? Why can't you
Yes,
just own that?
exactly. Just
Exactly.
admit,
Well, it's just,
admit you caught something. You're down bad. You said some dumb shit.
Guys, he has a girlfriend.
For
He has a
fun.
girlfriend. Calm down.
No, that's his ex.
Well, I mean, I don't want to.
This is the
if I
reality
speak,
of what is
I'm in
happening.
big trouble.
Pearagon is very bored, and he has a parasocial relationship to a lot of us, or Destiny, or whoever, and he wanted to ingratiate himself in the community, in the conversation. That is it's extremely normal behavior. I mean, it's not normal behavior, but it's
it worked. He's one of us
behavior.
now.
I mean, it's pretty normal behavior amongst the people here. Let's be real.
I agree, but the problem is that's not what he said. If he had just said I was down bad, I was sending dick pics, I was being pathetic,
things,
and I got
People
caught.
Are complex. It's probably a lot of things at once.
He's not complex. Okay.
I don't know why you say this. People are complex. They have a bunch of motives for whatever they do constantly. It's never just one thing.
Lav, ordinarily, I would completely agree with you. I've thought about making a video basically arguing that. I normally agree with that completely. This situation seems very, very simple to me, okay? There seems to be one very obvious cluster of motives. Nothing else makes any sense. And when he gets on stream and says that he's sending tactical dick pics to do harm, and says that he's a fucking simp James Bond double agent, like in both people's DMs trying to play people off of each other, it's just fucking psychotic.
That happened into a 1 hour conversation. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, Distital didn't said that we didn't, or he said that he didn't want to go over all the DMs. So I got to give a little bite-sized story. And it's been a clusterfuck this whole time.
What do you guys want Pearagon to do? You want him to apologize and disavow everything he's
the
done?
only thing,
like,
okay, there's a very
it's crazy that this is such a simple story to you, Doma, but all you can do is just soy out about this shit so hard, which like directly makes everyone react to it in the totally wrong way and ignore the other things that are going on. Well,
just so we are all clear, Pearagon is the one who wanted to be here, you guys.
What do you mean? Do you not think Zoe enjoyed this whole situation?
I'm just saying that there was a dono goal because Pearagon reached out to JStock. He wanted to come on and do this, redo this because he didn't like how it happened the first time. That's why this is happening.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, unfortunately, I have to go here in a sec. But the whole conversation, what this should be, is it seems like Pearagon came in to say, like, oh, I'm not like trying to wean off of my actions or make any excuses for my actions, but I just want to be able to condemn Zoe for several of the things that she did. I really would have liked for that to be synthesized a lot better while she was present. Maybe she'll come back in, but you, I guess Crisp Lettuce probably should, on Pearagon's behalf, get a really concise way of indicting Zoe's actions. So that way the brother Doomer and the sister Zoe could probably.
I mean, dude,
you shouldn't.
I have all so many details of what happened.
It's just hard to like talk over my own client and also this amateur Spurg who's in here.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start dictating who's talking at any given time. So,
okay. You don't come on and apologize and say you were wrong, and then go, oh, but also Zoe's
We're not going to dictate who's talking, or does
Shut
Doomer
the
just
fuck
start
up!
talking?
No, I will. Sorry, Doomer was talking. He
He
wasn't finished. He's going.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
oh, relevant.
If you're going to apologize,
just
apologize. Just own it. Say
I did. Like
I was simping. Okay, then don't insult other people. Just leave it at that. This is not complicated. Just I got caught simping. I was down bad. I was in people's DMs. I was trying to get fucking nudes. It's pathetic. It's over.
$250 that people donated. So.
Wait, why are people mad about the nudes thing? It seems like they were sort of like sexual with each other. I'm confused.
Is that true?
No. The dick pic came way before they became sexual in any way, really.
Yeah, there was some sexual hintings and fantasies
far before there was anything
directly
reasonable
before the dick pic.
Well, but I think it's you know, if Zoe's posting publicly lewd photos, I don't think it's like out of the question that someone sends her a picture of.
Wait, so if I send you a dick pic right now, you're just
say,
like,
hey, like,
you're right,
it's really weird that I'm talking to you and you know everything about me, or I know everything about you.
Okay, I guess it's open season. What the fuck?
If I'd been posting lewd photos, I expect people to send me pictures of like themselves. I think that's just like part of being online. If you make yourself look available, they're like men are going to think that you are.
Yeah, it's very disingenuous of you to say this is like open
doesn't
season
absolve the
Doomer,
men
because it
who
wasn't like
think that
open
and
season.
send dick pics anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry,
Chris.
host.
Go ahead. Chris was talking.
Yeah, like when Doomer responds like, "Oh, so it's just open season to send her messages." You just sound like a goofy ass clown, because there was messages that they sent before that. You can look at the messages directly leading up to the.
There's none that involve.
I guess just like the hyper autism.
I would love
on, like,
to discuss
my
with you
messages in general
about...
has also been like extremely ingratiating. Like I got all the pings I got from people that were just like tearing into me. It was, I don't know. There's just like there's something that made me buzz thinking about other people. Thinking about what I did, like not in like an exhibitionist sort of way, but just like I'm occupying a lot of people's brains.
Whatever it is, stop. You stop talking right the fuck now.
Pearagon,
I am not going to be part of this.
I think genuinely you need to go and you need to hang out with people in person.
Oh, I do. This is a hobby. I really like
Pearagon,
I really like watching the drama stuff.
Okay, you just explained a kink, not a hobby.
Well, it's like the only TV I watch is
sending dick pics is
like,
a hobby.
If I have to spend all my other time working and doing all the other shit in my life, I want a little hobby to have fun and interact with people.
They just want you to have another hobby, which is like playing board games with real people.
What if I do have other hobbies as a hobby interacted positively with the community?
There you go.
Sorry, say that again. It kind of overlapped.
What if you, instead of what you're doing, interacted like positively?
I did. I personally,
it's
my
very
biggest loss in this
strange to
is the
try to
friends
ingratiate
that
yourself
no longer
in other people's drama.
Well,
and to like play people against
drama.
each other. It's strange.
That is really strange.
I think that you're hurting ultimately. Like you're lonely and you're hurting, and you want to feel important, and that I know what that feels like. But you're
you guys want to assume stuff about my life? We'd have to like.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he was lonely.
Because it's like
None of this involved him like incorporating a group of people to go like target Blondie. He didn't have like a worm tongue whispering in his ear like you should do this and you should do that. It was literally just him on his own, chilling out, which I know makes it look fucked that he has to take full accountability for like doing all of this. But he wasn't like doing it for social clout or doing it to try to get anyone's attention. It was just him doing his own little quiet activity, right?
Well,
if you guys are so disgusted by it, I don't know why you keep having him on to talk about it. You can tell that he's enjoying the attention.
Well, so is Chad, and that's like the point, right?
Yeah, Chad, I don't know why you do this. Isn't your whole thing that you wanted to be
funny.
like you wanted to be like better? You want Chad.
Oh, sorry.
Chad wanted to be like better than Destiny, and he wanted to change the space in a positive way.
No, that's not.
I guess I kind of.
When did you say that?
What are you talking about?
He was saying that earlier. It was drama, but he also wanted to make sure that people weren't like really getting upset.
I wanted to make sure people
I don't know why you
killing
do this.
themselves. Absolutely, I did want to make sure of that. But Pearagon's an adult, and I made it clear to him multiple times in DMs. I think the more you talk about this, the more you make it worse. But after that point, my obligations are ended. Okay, I've told him.
I just want to see you succeed.
Absolute chadstickle.
Wait, we have further evidence. If you want to help me succeed, general chat right now.
The Streamlabs dono link is pinned in both chats. Okay, guys. So if you also want to help me succeed, you guys can go ahead and help me through that. Oh wait, somebody unpinned it in Kick Chat. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
I don't know. Somebody else was going to say something.
Okay, Pearagon.
I just feel like it's super frustrating. Oh yeah, I'll hold on, mate. You keep going. Go.
Thank you. Pearagon, how many women in the server did you message?
Like in what way? The other woman I messaged more guys than girls. By the way, I've already. I can show whatever you
evidence.
Want.
Who?
Okay, hold on. Doomer, Lav asked you a question. Objection, relevancy. Why does it matter how many girls he's mentioned?
Because he's trying to say that he's just here to hang out with people, but that clearly is not the case.
Pearagon, Doomer's got the talking stick. Careful.
Like he's trying to sell a story that he's just here to hang out and enjoy the community.
He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. He doesn't want to change his behavior.
No, I mean, I do acknowledge that. You know, if I hadn't done anything, I wouldn't be in this position. Definitely a learning.
But this is a
experience.
positive position for you because you're getting a ton of attention and you're ingratiated in the group now.
I mean, I don't know. I
know
feel
I
like
would say that.
I don't have a
I will
problem.
never accept you.
I don't do this for acceptance. Like I mean,
never get
I don't
it
want to
from
talk
me.
about like my real life on stream. So that's kind of the thing. Like I just don't want to comment more on my real details.
That's
But
interesting because I have
take it off
people
stream
finding your
sometime?
full docs right now.
That's cool. I mean,
Count your days.
that's my full. I mean, my full docs. Like, you want to come to my house? Like,
Yeah, dude.
my
I'm
That was
family
a
knows
joke.
the police
You're
department.
just
So it's
autistic.
like,
That
if
was, she
you
was
wanna
not
swat
serious.
me-
Lav, tell him you were not
Yeah.
serious.
I'm dead serious. I'm so serious.
I mean, I just have to
You're
call
very
my,
doesn't
my,
have to
my
answer
that
dad's
creation
buddy
of
and be like,
material
hey,
facts.
I might be getting a SWAT. It's like, I don't know, like I at least with my work, like I'm a semi-public figure.
No,
I
Lab's
like
just bringing
just,
some
like-
levity to the fact that you do get a lot of hate over this.
Okay, you've already
Yeah.
admitted this several times throughout this whole ordeal. Your story keeps changing, okay? But you
Well, dude, the
didn't
story
just
keeps changing
you
'cause,
didn't
like, I don't
just
remember this shit
you
happened
didn't
3 weeks
you
ago. I
didn't
already
just
forgot so much
you
of it.
didn't just want people to hang out with. You clearly wanted female attention, okay? Can you at least
Well,
admit that? That
okay,
is
if
so
I need
obvious.
If I need female attention, I don't have a problem getting it. Like, I did this because
Then why are you in
fun to chat with
everyone's
people online.
DMs?
Like, well, because it's there's some genuinely
as if
interesting
men will
people. I like
stop
talking
wanting
to
to get
people.
sexual attention if they have like one woman in their life. Like, why are you guys acting
Yeah.
stupid?
Are you just acting
Sorry,
like
say
he's
that
going to
again,
be some
Lav?
sort of superhuman?
I just came in to say that it's so
I mean,
funny. Lav made a joke about doxing him, and his genuine response was, "Do you want to come to my house?"
No, I'm saying if you come to my house, like I have weapons. My family knows the police department. Like, I don't know. You want to come fuck with me? Like, I would hope you would.
Okay,
You
send
don't,
the police.
but-
I'll have sex with them.
No, please don't. Like, I do have like pets, and I
I
like
will
my
What
pets.
murder
is
them.
happening?
Oh shit, my headphones. Sorry. No.
I have a piece of
someone
evidence
else
to
has
submit to the
pom-poms
record,
tonight because
okay?
I wanted to.
Okay. What's the evidence, Doomer?
So what did you send to Warren? Did you
Who?
send her a video saying I
Who?
have a bunny. He wants a really cute bunny mom.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Staj?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I
Stasia.
talked about this with. I already talked about this with somebody else. I don't want to mention their. They don't want to be involved, but yeah, that was a mistake because I actually meant in like a. Like, I get really overcome with that like cute aggression stuff, and I have a big passion with sharing pets, and that kind of just slipped out.
Are you wearing a retainer right now?
No, my mouth is really dry.
That has nothing to do with pets. Look,
You should
okay,
drink some water.
Yeah,
you're-
because like I
you're in
wanted,
half a
I want,
dozen
I have,
women's DMs, it's
I've
a
talked about this a
pattern,
lot
pal.
with my ex. Like, I really want to see my bird Pom-Pom
Is this
ride
your
a
ex that
rabbit.
is also your current girlfriend?
Well, I mean, no, because I mean, I don't want to. I really don't want to divulge details on stream. I don't mind doing it off.
Why
stream
not? You'll tell us everything else.
Because I plead the fifth. If I speak, I'm
Lav,
in
I
big
thought we're
trouble.
supposed to not take advantage of him.
Okay, we've got
Yeah, you're taking
Androider,
advantage
we've
of
got
me.
Androider DMs, we've got you
You're
talking
right,
to
you're right.
Rochelle
Thank you
about
for keeping me accountable.
you're cute,
You're
let's
okay.
video call. How many of these DMs are we gonna find?
What is your even?
Wait,
what is the leading
where's
question
the-
here?
Where's
Doomer?
the you're cute?
You're just
Oh,
worried
oh,
that
yeah,
you're
it's
going to send
where's
dick
that
pics
one?
to all these
So
women?
the line of reasoning is very clear. You're not just here to hang out with people. You're here for female attention, which is why you're in
Dude, it's
every
just like
woman's
if-
DMs on the server and
That's such
sending
a pathetic
unsolicited
thing to
dick
think.
pics.
Discord is an
Like,
e-dating
I don't know
app.
why you're
Discord
projecting
is an
on
How
me.
e-dating
different do
app.
you think this is from
I'm
every
not
other
using this
man who
as a-
exists?
This is
Do you just want him to be like an apathetic homosexual? Is
Okay,
that what
hold
you
on.
want out
I
of the
can
world,
settle this.
Doomer?
I can settle this in the chat. We're gonna pull it. 1 in the chat if you think that Pearagon is here for girls. 2 if you think it's for chat. 3's in the chat if you think that he is here because he likes J-Stock.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's gonna be nothing
How
but
about a-
threes.
I'm down for that. I mean, I do feel bad about the things.
You got to do an Ayla
I wasn't super
quest.
sure if
quiz.
J-Stock
Are you
would
also
try
here
to
questing?
fuck over anybody and farm them, but I'm glad to see that I was wrong.
Okay, the ones
Well,
are
except
actually
for
still
what
coming in
he's
strong.
this is his hustle, so I gotta respect that.
I believe that Pearagon can change.
Thank you.
You just gotta say I was horny and did a oopsie, and everyone
No,
would be
'cause
like,
I
"Oh
don't
my god,
I don't have a reason to
Pearagon
lie.
W,
Why
that's
would
all you
I
have to
lie
do."
about how I feel?
Oh my god,
Zoe.
we're gonna loop.
I've got a line of questioning for you, Zoe.
I don't want to
I've gone
hear
over with
Chris,
you before.
Chris, I'm gonna leave if you talk to me. You're the
you
worst.
already know what it is. Well, I can just tell everyone what you said last time if you don't want to go over it now. But when this man first messaged you, were you not under any like notion? Was any part of you thinking like, hey, maybe this guy's trying to get my attention for something that he's not obviously stating right
Well, you
now?
asked me this last time. You basically said that women should always expect cock in their DMs if they engage with men at all.
No, I think I asked you what I just asked you, where I was saying, did you have any idea at all that sometimes when men message you that they might be trying to get your attention for something that they're not being so obvious about?
Yeah, that's true, but I guess I just didn't consider that he might send me his cock.
Well, I mean, I after I sent it, I said why I sent it because I wanted a more, I guess, honest. I mean, I said that's like it's weird that I know everything about how you
stab
look.
someone and then explain why you stabbed them, it doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, I should probably.
I mean, if you're gonna compare it to a stabbing, that's just not fair.
I mean, it's a stabbing over Discord. It's an attempted stabbing.
I mean,
what if someone leans into the knife?
You clearly want to stab her, so I don't know. I think
he's just holding the knife and she's leaning into it, dude. That's all.
I don't think she leaned into anything. I think she was just living her life, being a woman. She
100% leaned into it. She was encouraging his like fantasies, his flirtation, his DMs,
his fantasies.
And
before she got the dick pic.
Listen, he described the fantasy of removing her. He described a fantasy of removing her clothing. That was what happened immediately
what was that article of clothing that he described removing?
I don't even remember.
Paragon. I'm just gonna be very, very, very honest. Okay, I'm gonna be very clear.
Too, so I'm glad you are.
I do not believe that. No one, literally no one, not a single person is going to believe that you weren't horny posting and looking for female attention.
Yeah,
Zero people are going
I
to
did say that.
No one.
That is what he's.
When did you say that? You've been arguing about it.
You know, the problem here is that you just want to keep harping on about that. You just want to keep soy posting over like this random little thing, and every time that someone tries to like pull the attention and to like elevate the conversation to something else, you just end up going back to that point. I get it that it's like a very simple thing for you, but you just keep handling it in the most fucked up way.
I bring it back to the thing that's most important. Yes.
The reason this is
a problem in the first place is because he's making all the fucking women in the server uncomfortable.
That's you just want to focus on one thing. It's generally viewed as Pearagon. Let me riff. It's generally viewed as extremist. You're just like extreme. You're fucking pushing down this one narrow thing.
Yes, I'm harping on the only point that matters.
Horseshoe effect. I'm surprised that you're not a fascist.
You're trying to change the subject because your client can't be defended because he's guilty.
It sounds like you're just like emotionally motivated.
What you need to do,
doesn't need to be defended because he's already confessed. He's already confessed and admitted wrongdoing and
showed that he goes back on it 5 minutes later.
All right. Okay, never mind. You guys actually got through that without interrupting each other again. Perfect. Continue.
You need to plead down your case, okay? You can't be defending this. There's no defense.
Also, you need to. I would just hold on, Chris. Hold on. I would just say that Pearagon did just say, okay, no, I admitted that I was just hitting up girls in Discord for attention. But he'd said that
the other woman
just admitted that 30 seconds, like
platonic.
15 seconds ago. Okay, attention. I didn't say sexual attention.
Sorry.
I said attention. And you said before you were saying no, that wasn't the case. If I want female attention, I'll get that in real life. So it's
but I mean, there's a difference.
This has changed back and forth like 15 different times.
Well, that's the problem when you keep asking questions that get answered over and over. And then
okay, if he's being honest, it shouldn't happen. If he's being honest, the story shouldn't change.
Over and over, you might start getting different answers, dude.
This has been like 3 weeks ago. I had other shit that has occupied my mind since then. But if anything, I don't have any like contradictions I'm watching out for. Like I'm just talking honestly. And I don't know, this is a kind of a clusterfuck of
Pearagon,
a story. So it's like
you've contradicted yourself so many times. You don't get to say you don't have any contradictions. That's crazy.
Well, okay, like
he's going to contradict himself because you keep asking for entire narratives as an answer to your questions. If you keep
asking for an entire narrative, I disagree that he asked for an entire
narrative.
narrative. He just said one specific question.
He's encouraging it. He's encouraging.
Yes, I'm encouraging him to
these narratives
himself when he
keep coming
contradicts
out.
himself.
Well, like,
yeah, you need to learn how to handle
all the other
talking
stuff
to
that's
Pearagon.
going on. I'm not.
Like,
I'm not realize.
I'm not going to handle your client with kid gloves. Okay, it's my it's my cross examination.
Well,
I don't have to follow your fucking narrative.
So
it's like, you holding him down and repeatedly rabbit punching him over this shit.
Like, go watch the VOD if you want to like catch up.
I've watched the VOD twice. It's really funny, and like you contradict yourself constantly. What do you mean? The first time you came on, you weren't talking about being a fucking James Bond simp double agent that's like fucking trying to play everybody against each other and send tactical dick pics to do harm.
You know what this is? This isn't you having kids' gloves. This is you having one glove on one hand and a silk glove on the other hand to fondle Blondie with. Like, Jesus Christ,
I don't give a fuck about that.
Are you saying to me or what? Sorry.
No, to Doma.
I'm doing my
because
duty.
he doesn't want to move off the point. It doesn't matter how much you tell him that you're sorry. He's just always going to want to soy on and on and on about how much you shouldn't do this to a woman.
I
have
nothing to lose really here.
Zoe fucking loves it that this happened. How much she wants to get more dick pics. How fervent that she will try to defend that to the point where she will say, "Oh, as a woman, I never expected the man would ever send me a dick pic."
My client's character is not relevant. Okay.
Okay.
Can somebody let me know where Doomer is on Zoe's tier list?
Can we kick Chris, please? He's like ruining this whole conversation.
Okay, if Chris goes, then Doomer's go.
He's about the only person on.
Too.
He's the only person on Pearagon's side. That's the problem.
I know you agree with me as well, though. Just
but he's making it worse.
I know that
he's
if you were
not
to say anything,
not,
you would saying that I mean, well, you would agree
you
that
guys
Zoe's
keep
kind of a
saying
bad
it gets worse
person,
or
right?
better, but the entire time.
Wait! Oh my God! A second. Wait, is this a second dick pic?
There's no.
I believe I have a second dick pic in the DMs. J-Stock, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Don't send me an actual.
It's censored. It's censored.
Yeah.
Wait,
what? A censored dick.
Hold on, Pearagon. Before I click this DM,
he's lying, so I don't even know.
He's lying.
Is it the diss pic from the Just School video? Is that what it is?
Okay, is this? Have you sent a dick pic to another guy before, Pearagon?
No. This person said they were a girl. They're willing to come on. They're talking to me right now. It's the person in the waiting room with the red upset emoji. If you want to pull them in.
Left nut.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Destiny's left
but that guy's part of the comp site channel. I sent. Oh yeah, okay, I know this guy. I sent him all the DMs I had with dudes to show that, like, hey, like I actually talked to more dudes than girls, but like, you know, this is the narrative you guys want to push. So, I mean, I can't control you.
Wait, so did you send him your cock?
No, I sent him. It's a meme. I mean, it's the same meme I sent Wolfgang. Wolfgang knows it. It's a good meme.
Wait, is the meme your cock?
No, it's not even me. It's just a meme. I don't know. I got it from Twitter.
Okay, so this is not real. Okay,
it's not even me. Yeah, I don't know. I can find. I mean, reverse image search. I mean, I have it in my phone still. If somebody needs the original.
Pearagon, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you tell people that J-Stock is like spicy chat too?
I mean, yeah, because I was kind of wary of that when I first came in here, but
do you still?
I'm glad to have been proven wrong because I mean, I am in his hands right now, and he is not crushing me. So
wait, I have a question.
My computer crashed.
I have a question. If you were so pro Lav and you were on her side and wanted a redemption arc for her, why in the message, your last message to me after everything came out, you messaged me and said you're just Lav 2.0? Like, if that didn't...
Yeah, because I just wanted to be mean to you at that point because you already...
Okay, but that's mean to her.
You're calling my client vindictive. You just admitted to vindictive.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I don't care. I don't care.
Wait, we've been calling... we've been calling her that for a while.
I know what this means. The like Lav thing is like this nameless, faceless, like being of evil. So that's what you're gonna be called.
Wait, I know. He's just saying that he's like on your team, and if he's using your name as an insult, that's not very on your team.
What do you mean? My name?
I don't. Well, he's not on my. He's not. He's just. He wants to ingratiate himself in the community. He has no team. He's self-motivated.
I am the main character of my own plot. Aren't we all?
you don't ingratiate yourself in a community by going around sending people dick pics and like
Okay, going around
sending
sending
people
people
dick
dick
pics.
pics. That is not what happened. It was a single instance.
Yes,
and it was not a single instance.
Have you still not sent one to Wolfgang? Because he asked yesterday.
I don't think I ever got a dick picture. Why?
Yeah,
Do you not think I'm pretty, Pearagon?
I didn't flirt with any other person.
Do you not think I'm pretty?
You didn't flirt with any other person? Are you serious? How many DMs have we read out?
Wait, so you don't think I'm
I
pretty?
didn't flirt with Lav. Okay,
You don't think I deserve to see it, or?
Wait, sorry, what?
Okay,
sorry,
Lav,
you didn't tell Stasia that your bunny needed a cute mommy?
Yeah, well, I followed up. So I had this. This involves the other person. So like or another person that doesn't want to be involved. So, but like I justified it to afterwards because I just have a bad problem with like baby speak in my pet. Like I just get really into the boo boo baba stuff.
You know what is a way more interesting conversation? Chat,
yeah.
Why was I banned and then you never talked to me and blocked me on everything?
Because you lied about him?
What did I lie
to this
about?
current court case.
Well, I think that this is
lied
more
about a bunch of shit in our DMs, but we're not actually going to go into it right now. No. I don't want to go into it right now.
Okay.
Do not want to go into it. We need Zoe back though. Zoe, where are you? Zoe, if you aren't here for your court date, we're gonna have to find you in contempt of court. Okay, I don't want to have to time you out again.
Look, I can file for a delayed hearing. Okay, we can adjourn this court on another.
You missed
day.
the first two trials. You should be.
My client did not miss the first two trials. Okay, I was just tired.
Well, I mean, I don't remember you being here.
I'd like to call to the judge
that's all I'm saying.
To expunge Duma from this entire conversation. He's unfairly prejudiced, misleading, often calls for speculation, and is unresponsive to any actual questions.
Yeah,
Duma is actually the cancer of courtroom politics.
Can we
laundry list?
Can we expunge Chris Bledis from the conversation for being a fucking retard?
True.
No, this guy's my lawyer. Like, objection?
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Okay. We need to get back onto topic, which is Pearagon, what was your goal in coming on tonight? What did you want? You just want to have your place in the community back?
Because, I mean, last week, after that call, I just didn't want to end things on a super negative note between us. It's like, well, I figured there's got to be another thing if I ever want to come back or whatever. And I feel like I wanted a good chance, not when I'm like super exhausted and burnt out.
Okay, you understand that you weren't just failing to be persuasive, right? You understand that like fundamentally the things you were saying were making you guilty. Like
I just don't really care much for playing like the whole manipulation game. I'm just here to.
What you just said, you have no contradictions. I don't care much to play the manipulation game.
Well, like okay, like I was saying is that like
2 hours
you guys
talking
now, I don't really care about trying to push a narrative. I'm just being open. Like you're
100%.
This is deeply ironic. Justical just pointed out that your ability, Pearagon, your ability to be rhetorical and persuasive isn't very good. And then as soon as you start trying to like come to grapple with that, we just have Duma.
We gotta let him go a little bit, okay?
Yeah, Duma just gets on the microphone and says, "But what do you mean?
Hold on. Don't make it worse. I was sustaining your objection, Chris Bledis. Don't make it worse. Okay, Pearagon, go ahead.
Sorry, I got to finish once I start.
Oh, I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what question I'm responding.
Okay, so you just said the issue. No, just let me go, Doomer. If you said the issue, or you said basically you don't feel the need to be manipulative, you don't care about manipulating the narrative, but that's objectively like what you were doing with all of your interactions with Lav and Zoe. You've said it like 100 times.
Yeah, because I had my fun, and it's like I already digested everything that happened with Lav and Zoe, so it's like now I'm just talking about it. Is post hoc the right word, or is it ad hoc? I gotta look it up.
After the fact, we could just say.
Because it's like to say that I didn't like. I'd like to think that, of course, like if I was gonna craft like the narrative in my head, of course, it's like I'm the mastermind. But like that's just because that's just being conceited. But like I'm just trying to give you guys the answers that you want.
Okay, first of all,
and I have to remember things that were like, I don't know. Okay, I didn't think much about in the moment.
Objection, he's interrupting again.
you're factually coming here to spin a narrative, okay? There's no way around that. But let's be clear about the narrative you're trying to spin, okay? Are you saying the last time you came on here and talked about being a fucking simp double agent, all that was bullshit? You're walking back all of that?
No, well, I mean, I'm not focusing on walking back anything. I don't know. Like, I feel like you're trying to cross-examine me when I'm just trying to say what I remember, say how I felt in that moment. I just feel like I feel like you specifically are trying to just like assume every negative thing you can about me, but I don't really feel much of a need to make you do that in any other way. That's what I have my lawyer for.
There are massive contradictions in what you're saying. I'm trying to clear up the contradictions. But to be clear, let's be very honest. I think you have a way out of this completely. Just say the second time you came on, you were completely coping. The entire thing was just you were a simp. You wanted female attention. You were fucking pathetic.
Well, no, because that's what you want.
That's
like true. Your image of me in your head, and it's just like it's more sad.
Yeah, that is just the image that you get. Time he came on.
That is the image that everyone has.
Dude, I don't know. Okay, like I don't want to say you're projecting.
You're just leaving. I try to like object, and then you just interrupt me, and then you leave. That's what everybody thought. Yes, dude, that might be what everybody thought, or whatever. But you can't just say that that's what people thought. That's what actually happened. When he came on, he was just like super nervous. He was trying to be apologetic, but he felt like he was getting attacked so much that he had to like push back, and he shouldn't have pushed back as hard as he pushed back. He shouldn't have pushed back at all. With that showing, he should have just been very apologetic for what he did, but it's very difficult to deal with this space. And then we just have you in here who was just like gripping onto that small, well, it's not really small, it was a fucking massive blunder of his like second showing, and you just won't let it go, and you won't move on.
If he's gonna lie, then yes, I'm gonna press him on that. What do you mean?
Okay. I mean that at some point you should like figure out what the lie was,
down like 5 lies
down, and then let it go.
What do you mean?
I gotta get a Band-Aid.
Yeah, I just mean that you've been going on about this for so long. Like, yes, we get it. Some of it was inconsistent. It happened. Is there any redemption for him in this, or do you just want to keep going over and over and over that?
I've said this several times. If he just said he was being a simp, he wanted female attention, he was being pathetic, and he got caught, and just apologized without insulting other people, then I would be perfectly happy to move on from it entirely. I don't know why he didn't do that weeks ago. That's the only thing you need to do. If you fuck up like this,
that's just not how he feels. You can't assume these things about his life and then assume that's the way he is. Based on that one thing, bro, you don't want to litigate anything else.
It's not one
you don't want to look into anything else to do
half
with
a dozen
this.
people. It's not
half a dozen.
thing.
No, this pattern of behavior.
Yeah, I don't care how much evidence you have for your belief. I'm not surprised that when you won't let go of
this afterwards.
Hold on, Pearagon and Chris Bettis need to coordinate their responses. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why my own fucking
hold on, Chris.
client is speaking.
Let Pearagon go again, and then you go next, Chris Bettis.
I said what I said.
Well, we didn't hear what you said, so if you want to say it, you got to say it now.
The whole like mom bunny thing, like the only thing I could really do to say like that what I'm saying is true is I could get my ex to like verify that like we talk about the money bomb thing a lot, because it's just image of it is so gratifying to me. I don't know anybody that has a bunny.
You need to talk to Chris before you open your mouth.
Okay, he told me to talk.
Get some DMs open, okay? You guys need a sidebar right now.
We got some DMs.
It's rough. Chris is hesitant to get into DMs with Pearagon. Not a good look, dude.
Well, if
that was the first time I heard you've been funny, just to go.
If you guys don't want to believe it,
first time ever. Let's go.
How would I have that image of the bunny and the parrot?
Okay. You got to stop.
That's what I want.
No, you got to stop with this whole the bunny stuff is innocent. Okay, when you say I want a cute bunny mommy, that's not like this is.
No,
not
I said I want a cute Benoit mom. What I'm talking about, I want a mom for my parrot to ride. Like I don't know. I can't.
I want you to stop saying that.
I don't. If you guys want to not believe me, like
no one believes you. Yeah.
I don't know what
Wolfgang?
I could do to prove it to you guys.
This
but if
is
you
something
think of something,
Wolfgang
I'll
could
do
translate?
Huh?
Where did
Do
Wolfgang
I need to
go?
show how many pictures I have of my parrot riding other animals?
We didn't.
Can you send that to JSOC? Yes.
Well, no, I'm talking about like literally like on the back of a dog.
Yes. Can
'cause,
you
know, it's a
send
parrot,
all
it's
of
small.
those photos to JSTOC, please?
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's gonna take a second because I gotta go through like the last 10 years of my
Chris,
camera
you
roll.
can stop talking
Pearagon,
while
why did
he'll
you
send those to JSTOC.
Why did you say to Stasia, bananas are mushy and sweet like ripe pears. Your eyes make me feel the same way. Why'd you say that?
I think.
Oh my god.
Wait,
I object to like this leading unfairly prejudiced question.
Wait, but I never. I didn't.
No,
see
you
the
can't. You
picture.
can't.
Wait, can I see this? I have to find it.
Yeah,
Wait,
go in
You
general
definitely
chat.
said this.
Because I'm pretty.
You
Wait, wasn't
100%
this in
said
general?
this.
Because if it's in general, then
Yeah.
I was just. I don't know. I was just being. If it's in general, it's not.
It's
not
flirting.
something to
You
hide.
can't act like this isn't flirting. I feel like I'm being gaslit. This is fucking insane.
Well,
Again, there's no one in the world that doesn't think this message is flirting. Literally no one.
yeah, but
Okay,
is it
you
really
gotta
flirting
listen,
if it's
you gotta
somebody that
stop.
like I don't even know if it's a girl? Like
You've got to stop lying. Okay, you can't come on here and say I'm just trying to be honest, and then say that this isn't flirting. You are lying, sir.
I'm just.
No, this is just the way he acts with everyone. That's why it's so easy for him to get female attention outside of the internet, right? This is his perspective. You know, that it comes easy for Pearagon, and this is why it becomes easy because
It comes easy for Pearagon to see like a serial rapist. Yeah, okay, you're not helping your client.
And the rejections just slip off his back like a shark. He just keeps moving.
Okay.
He's just flowing through the ocean.
He just sexually harasses
laid.
people and giga chats through the rejection. Okay.
I didn't sexually harass anybody.
Wow,
That's so
yeah, is it
dishonest.
even really sexually
I'm done.
harassment
Okay,
with Blondie?
okay. If we're gonna continue with Doomer, you're gonna have to be like I don't know, not like super fucking malicious in the way you're framing things. Because it's just
I'm not. This is
to
not
say that
malicious. You're
happened
trying-
is
you
looking
have
at
to admit
literally
that you're
this
flirting with
one
people.
tiny thing
There's
through
no
your, like,
other
your
reading of these
incel
messages.
lens.
Wait, can you
Like,
point?
I don't
point
think
to a
about
single
these things.
case. Where is the
Huh?
sexual harassment? Who's been sexually harassed? Over?
Yeah,
Okay,
nobody's
he
saying
said-
sexual
He said he
harassment.
sent an unsolicited dick pic for harm. Okay.
Okay, that was
Well,
sexual
hey.
harassment.
If we're gonna like go, this is not even
More like it was
Yeah.
sexual seduction, to be honest.
Okay,
Because I
Yeah,
mean,
there you go.
Pearagon, I'm going to
That's
give you
exactly
one
the
more
same.
chance. I'm going to give you one chance on this. Are you walking back your claim that you sent that dick pic to hurt somebody, or is that still what
Well,
you're saying?
I said it in the moment. Like I didn't have all this, and I justified this later. Like there was a discrete moment when I decided to be malicious. Like the stuff, all that was getting was just I don't know, getting close to somebody. I wasn't really thinking too much about.
Okay, if you
I don't
sent a dick pic to do harm, that is sexual harassment. I'm sorry.
Well, like
Straight up.
I said it was I started talking to her because of the whole thing with Destiny Lab.
First,
but, like,
Splitus, you got to control your.
we
client,
had our
okay?
own conversation. Like if she wasn't involved with the whole Lab and Destiny thing, I can't say I don't know if I would have messaged her. Like I didn't even notice her until the drama started.
So this is Destiny's fault.
No, oh my god.
Okay, did you say to Baby
very
Peach I slide?
content
Did you
brain.
say to Baby Peach I slide into DMs because it's a girl I want to know?
Yeah, because I want to talk to them.
Doomer, why do you care so much about this?
I am the prosecutor, Lav.
No, you're not.
I don't
Apparently
know if you
not.
know this.
You're
but
not
no,
saying
I-
about it.
It just
hold
doesn't
on.
confirm.
I actually don't know if you know this, but you're just like a guy who's online. You're not actually a lawyer. You're just like you're just
Objection.
like a dude.
Hey, no,
So
he's
why-
a
so
why do you
professional
care?
at
Why
this.
do you care so much?
His
about
head is
this?
over Phoenix Wright right now. He is the most legally capable person here.
Dude, that
Okay,
that
I will
thumbnail
not
I
have
posted
this
was a
TikTok
banger.
artist in here defaming my character, J-Stock.
She's
It's
more than a
unacceptable.
TikTok artist. How dare you?
I didn't
I
pass the
say-
bar to deal with
Just
this.
wait. Let Zoe go. Let Zoe go.
Okay, Pearagon. I don't. Okay, to be clear, at this point, it's like water under the bridge. It's fine. But I wish you would just own it instead of. Because the second stream, you had a week in between your previous stream to figure out your story, to figure out a narrative. And in
That's the
that
thing. I
time,
did
you-
it because I was just fucking really busy. I don't know. I haven't really thought
How many other girls
outside
DMs
of
were
the
you in to be
call.
that?
Okay,
busy?
hold on.
A couple
Really
times I
did,
DM'd
because
her.
you came back around
Paragon,
with an
you're talking over
entirely
Zoe
new-
now.
Oh, sorry.
You clearly
that's
did
fun.
because you had an entirely new position on your intent. So to say that you were just saying it was a tactical dick pic because you were lost in the moment isn't really accurate because you had a week to think about what you were going to say.
You guys remember this way more than I do, apparently. That's what I'm trying to say.
So how dare you come up with this sort of stuff when you yourself run away from any allegations and also have never showed any chance. You have every chance to like better yourself as a person, but instead you keep re-engaging in this kind of behavior.
Okay, well, I've been
you're just as bad as him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't understand Pearagon to actually understand that because he can't move on.
I mean, I'm ready to move on, but I'm also here for the.
Yeah, Duma, you know that Zoe loved it that all of this happened, right?
I do not believe that. No.
You don't think that when she was gloating about it in chat instead of like actually dealing with it at the time?
I don't think when she got a fucking dick pic from some creeper on a Discord. No, I don't think she enjoyed.
Oh my
that.
god, you just
maybe not. Pearagon, let me talk. Maybe not like right when she got that message. Maybe when she got that message, she was like,
then why would you say she enjoyed the whole thing?
Because of her direct, explicit messages later. Unlike you, I'm not assuming the way that people are thinking because you do this with Pearagon a lot.
You said she enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
I feel like there's so much information that you're missing out on.
I did. I wish I could like finish these sentences.
There's not much we're missing out on. We've seen all the DMs.
Yeah, I mean, there are the DMs of Zoe in chat being like, "Oh yeah, I got another one. Another guy fucked over," and we can give her like a little bit of ground where maybe she thought, as a girl, I'm sure you get a lot of guys that seem nice flirting with you, and then those guys just fucking throw it, and that probably happens so much that you just end up saying something to them like, "Hey, oh, nice dick, bro," but really, you didn't really want to be getting dick pics. But in order to then play that
do you
up,
read that? Do you read that messages differently?
I'm waiting with you to help you move forward through this because you don't understand the point that she actually loved it. Whereas a normal girl might like want to let that guy down. She wanted to use this shit.
Listen. Hold on. Just so you know, Crisp, I'm falling back from this argument. Okay, that was me in the moment, heated. I wouldn't make that argument personally again.
Oh man, I'll double down on this argument.
All right, well.
Like, do you have a good reason?
I suggest you get.
It's not often that you actually talk to me.
This line of reasoning is not going to look good for you.
I've learned that I should take.
No, we're not doing crosstalk. Okay, just let Doomer. What were you saying?
My client has made it very clear the entire time. This made her uncomfortable.
Well,
okay.
My very obvious was just that he shouldn't be saying that like men on Discord are pathetic and only are in there to talk to women when he had sent me cock. That was the whole point.
Wait, did I say that?
Wait, but he had fun talking to you. You encouraged it. He came. He won. That's literally what happened. Why would he then not be like, yo, I just won this chat with this whole girl in chat? Like, and then tell people about it.
If you're saying now that's a win, then you're conceding why he was in the DMs in the first place, which he's trying to deny.
I'm already lost.
You have undercut
this
your
has gone on
story.
past.
He's not fully trying to deny it. You're trying to make it look like he's denying it by saying he's being inconsistent. But really, he's tried to be very apologetic. He has apologized directly for these.
Have you missed? You've missed so much because
that is the first thing he did before you got here, Duma. He apologized. He spent 15 minutes apologizing for it all.
He's doing the fake apology sandwich shit where he's like, well, yeah, I kind of fucked up, but like she was vindictive and talking shit about other people and trying to justify your behavior.
It's good to know that no apology will ever be good enough for you.
No, a real apology would be good. I've outlined exactly what he needs to say. If he actually apologized and took accountability.
I'm just here to sort you out about things. I'm best friends with Queeman, and all we do is just get really upset about people who sleep with people too much.
You're not taking accountability. You're not taking accountability if you come in to try and shit on everybody else's personality, dude.
But like you missed
not accountability.
I'm here to shit on her personality. He's not.
I just need to be really clear. I don't believe that Queeman and Doomer Politics are friends at all. So anyway, we can continue.
I'm just saying they're both soy as hell.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. At first, I didn't like Queeman. He's a little.
They should be. Yeah, you're so soy. You sound like Krillin on after he fucking didn't get to eat some ramen because Goku ate it all or some shit. Except Krillin has like some like base human talent, which
base.
You know.
Okay, don't go bringing up anime to try to sound hard. That was not it.
Dude, I have so many Goku.
How dare you, Cherry? The creator of the anime just died. And you just want to cast it down. You're disgusting.
God, look at you. You're
People?
such a fucking woman trying to get sympathy from some other person dying.
Based.
Go cry on your own time.
Sorry.
Signal, thanks for the 5 gifted, buddy.
If you want to take accountability and apologize, you don't do that by insulting other people and justifying your own behavior. You just say, I fucked up, here's why I fucked up.
For her leaking all... I mean, Oh, where is Pompon? Pompon
that's why this is so hard for him to talk about. And also, Duma, that is like the analogy. That is like the perfect analogy for why your entire style of argumentation is wrong. Because you're simultaneously saying he can't apologize and then point out that anyone else
I never
did
said he
anything
couldn't
wrong.
apologize. I want him to actually apologize.
You said that he can't apologize,
apology.
also attacking her personality, which then lets her just go scot-free and walk through this world like
my client is not on trial.
She should be on trial.
What? Oh, okay.
That's why. That's why you said you're the prosecutor earlier. I don't know. Necessarily true.
It is certainly true. You asked to come on to defend. Wait, no.
Like
stop interrupting me, you fucking
hold
idiot.
On. You get Chris, we gotta let Doomer go now, okay? Doomer, go ahead.
You asked to come on to defend yourself. You are on trial. You're trying to explain your behavior. That is what's going on here.
I mean, I did explain my behavior. Pearagon,
I just want to shake you and tell you. Just say you were horny. That's all you have to do.
What? I'm kind of losing energy for this, but I did say that in the moment, like I did have flirtatious feelings. You guys are taking a lot of the about like maybe specific instances while I was explaining like the whole clusterfuck of a story.
Your mic is cutting out. We're not hearing most of the things you say.
Sorry,
get closer.
Sorry. I started moving around.
My client where did I get reasonable level of horniness, okay? It doesn't need to be over.
If you think unsolicited dick pics is a reasonable level of horniness.
If you think you know,
what about as a wanted dick pic, though, right?
Hey, let Lav go. Sorry, Lav, say that again.
If you think you know why he did what he did, why do you want him to admit it? Isn't it enough to know?
Poison donated $18.
Well, I would just stop this conversation. I think
we're looping because it seems nothing will stop this conversation.
If he just came on and apologized and didn't try to cover for his behavior and attack other people, I never would have come in here.
I mean, there's obviously a lot of
Pearagon, did you learn?
There's a lot of shit that's been thrown between us.
Pearagon, did you learn from this conversation?
Yeah, I've already said
what did you learn? What did you learn?
A lot of things, but first is to not send teen unless they ask for it.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you. So perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. And do you feel sorry if you hurt anyone's feelings?
Yeah. That's how I opened. I was, why I came.
Okay, so it feels like the conversation has come to a very natural end.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm super interested on what you changed your mind about yesterday. Just
stop. It just came to a really good closing. Just stop.
No. I mean,
true.
What made me change my mind? Conversations with Irrelevant and moral philosophy.
Okay. Is moral philosophy a person or
no.
subject?
Also, I wanted to let everyone know that my diarrhea is back.
Okay.
I had a really
hemorrhoids. Let's go.
I had a really good run for weeks, and then my diarrhea came back today with a vengeance, and I have no idea what happened.
Oh man, what's it like?
I also peed the bed last night because I had a dream about peeing after taking a ton of magnesium. It's very strange.
Best.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah, apparently it does. No, it actually does happen. I looked it up. I googled it. It's actually pretty common for adults to piss themselves.
I've had it happen to partners.
Okay, that's a very interesting conversation that you guys can have anywhere else. Okay.
Okay.
You're not litigating the lab stuff.
Okay, Chris.
Sorry for encouraging.
You can ask me one question. Okay. Please.
Yeah, sincerely, do you think that... No, it's all good. Do you think the way Zoe sort of responded to that is like pretty much within like the normal human reaction?
The dick pic?
Just like everything over the past week or two. Like, you think any girl sort of in her position, and including like someone who
I don't know
wants to sleep,
but also I'm trying not to shit talk Zoe because I'm trying to give Zoe a chance to be like a regular person in the server, and if I'm shit talking her as the person who's like the figurehead of the server, she'll never have like an ability to just be like a regular chatter here. So trying to do that, okay?
Yeah.
I just don't.
I'm suddenly wondering
if
if that's the problem with my own point of view. Like maybe I'm expecting too much from her, and this is actually just the way that most people would be fairly okay with someone reacting.
I feel your attitude is pretty normal, but I don't know how much that is valuable to the court.
It should not be valuable. I don't think.
What a mess!
Don't offer that up.
I mean, I definitely think there is and there's some dissonance with the, I guess, like the level of harm as well with like in what cases which person has been victimized, but I don't really care to sort it out. It's going on for a long time. I definitely think that a lot has been put on my actions, or a lot of focus has been put on my actions, right? But that is up to the court to decide. Sorry.
I wasn't sure what happened there.
Did I cut out?
No, you're fine.
A little bit.
Probably one of my mods timed Lav out, it seems like.
No.
And then she left the server.
Bro, your reactions to Lav are just not a good look.
Dude,
when Lav first came in, Pearagon's like, hi.
Yeah, because I think
hey, babe.
I don't really think much about it. I don't know. I don't care.
I mean, it sounded like you thought about it, but
you guys are just people on my phone. It's fun.
She's married, bro. She's married.
I don't get. I'd never tried to talk to her that way. I personally, I mean, my whole thing with Lav, I said why I do this because I felt like that was a pretty hellish experience, and it's hard to overlook.
I'm glad your bird's being chill.
All right, we are done with the trial, guys. I don't know that we got anywhere with Pearagon because it was still a lot of waffling. You guys said apparently he won't send raw peen to people without any discernible reason now. So this is good. This is a good start. Wait for the dick pic ask before delivering the dick pic. Okay? That's the moral of the story.
Okay, before. I'll remember it.
Okay. All right, thanks for coming on, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Don't read my DMs out to anyone anymore, just go bye.
Bye.